Hello. Welcome everyone to JLABTV. I'm JLAB and this is Football Manager 2022, the Youth Academy Championship with Beira-Mar. This is Alvaro Leal, the new Liverpool centre-back, signed for £925,000 as a result of his release clause being activated. We actually did get a lot of offers for him. Even the QPR tried to sign him, which I thought was a bit ambitious for their point of view, but there you go. We actually had Chelsea offering to loan him back to us as well, which was nice, and I would have taken it if it wasn't for the fact that this challenge stops me from doing that. And part of the system in place is we can't loan a player back in a loan back clause situation. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't loan him back from Chelsea. So that was a bit awkward, to say the least. But still, Alvaro Leal is at Liverpool now. I am going to pray for his safety. And when I say pray for his safety, I mean pray that he actually gets the game time and doesn't end up becoming a David Alves situation where David Alves was actually not playing for Calgary and then got released on a free transfer. I'm hopeful that with his transfer value between 28.5 to 41 million, he will get another move if he doesn't get game time at Liverpool within the next year and a half. Because he's good enough to be part of a top team, I feel like. He was a leading player in our division, which means I'm happy he wasn't part of our division anymore. I just wish he could have got a better move in terms of his actual playing time and development. Now, that being said, Liverpool are an amazing side with their facilities as well. So it's not like Liverpool do not have the best facilities in the situation. And Steven Gerrard being their manager really is a dream scenario, so I can't blame him for going there. But if I was to look at the players they've currently got in the centre-back, Leal kind of does not match up to this guy. 4 years difference. It's literally 4 years difference. And yeah, that's Leal's the blue. Lang Lewis is the green. That's an issue. And then you got Lo Ling as well, who, again, really good player. Let's compare him to Leal. And yeah, Leal's kind of what this guy is right now for Liverpool, but on a weaker scale. So he's probably a future signing, a future player for the team. But I'm just going to say this here now. I would be very surprised if he plays anytime soon this year. So yeah, that's an issue. Also, Eric Garcia, he's wanted, but I think he's actually closer to Garcia than he is anyone else. So Garcia wants to leave Liverpool, so that's a thing. But I just wanted to look at the first team and say, yeah, that's why I'm a little concerned for his future at the club. Even if Declan Rice can also play as a centre-back, yeah, Steven Gerrard's got options at this team, it feels like, for the centre-back position. I'm hopeful that Leal will get game time within the next year and a half. He should get game time. If he doesn't get game time, I'll be a bit heartbroken. But there we go. It's happened. Still, we've had a few games since we last met because we're now in February. We've gone through a transfer window. We didn't lose any other player, thankfully. And hopefully, we'll continue to progress. Let's go with the games we've had since I last met, shall we? So, the first game we had was away from home against Boa Vista, and inside 35 minutes, we're 1-0 down after they got that shot in, and Jashik scores. It was called for an offside, but then it wasn't. And then we conceded a second goal just a few minutes later. Soon made an actual mistake there, and we're 2-0 down. This is not the first game without our best defender, but 62 minutes in, Ventura gets a goal back. And I'm thinking, yes, good stuff. But then in the 93rd minute of the game, a man made himself a hero for the very first time. Pedro Enrique scoring his first ever goal for the club. So yes, someone actually making an impression, making a start. And I thought, good for you. You've actually done something productive. Pedro Enrique, by the way, is only this good. So the fact he's the man who scored the equalising goal to get us that goal, to get us share the spoils, is a bit surprising. I've actually given some more games since then. He's only come off on the bench. But yeah, he is only good enough to become a decent winger in the future of this division, which at the age of 22 might be difficult to achieve, but maybe I should give him more game time. Who knows? Then we hosted Paso Steve Ferreira, and inside 24 minutes, we're 1-0 down. Best hit with that finish, and not ideal. Don't forget, Ferreira's been injured this entire time, so we're not exactly doing well defensively. And then it's 2-0 inside 40 minutes. Amelia finds Brandao, and he's not missing an open goal like that. However, we start to fight back. Just before half-time finishes, just before the first half finishes, Jafino finds Quintinero, he finds Antunes, goal, game on, 2-1. And then in the 63rd minute of the game, we equalise. Will Pope finds Quintinero, who has found his shooting boots this season again. It's just about in, but he scores either way. And then we get a penalty. Aprecia scores it for his first of the season. We win 3-2. And I could not have been happier, especially when you realise if you take out the XG, we've probably been dominated in everything, and we were almost lucky to get a win. So, Pastor Ferreira, beaten. Good stuff. Then we hosted Tondela, and we were absolutely destroyed. Colminas scores that goal, and he's a nuisance, he really is. He loves scoring against us. And in 59 minutes in, it is now 2-0 after Mario finds Danny Gonzalez, who does that. You can't stop those going in, sadly. We do get a goal back, though. Jafino plays the throw, finds Pope. Then Jafino plays this forward, finds Quintiniero, who scores. We're then down to 10 men not too long afterwards, and it kind of disappears from here. Then Simiels does this. 3-1, 90 minutes in, and then another goal a few minutes later. We are absolutely done, and the 2 late goals really killed our momentum, and I felt a bit unfortunate with this goal because, you know, rebounds and all that such. Disappointing game. We lost, and we didn't deserve anything out of this. This is kind of our first few games without Leal, so Pastor Ferreira was the first game we had without Leal, and this was the second one. Didn't feel much confidence, I'm going to be honest with you. We then went to Vizela and took the lead inside 54 minutes. So we're scoring, we're taking the lead, it's great. Antunes scores that goal. He's finding the back of the net a lot lately. I'm happy. It's just a shame that we considered an equaliser in the 92nd minute of the game. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Worrying with the finish. I felt hard done by that we considered this goal, but whatever. We have got a point against a team that I genuinely thought we were going to struggle against. 4 points off this team in the league. We just got knocked out of the cup by this team, so I was a little disappointed to say the least. The question is, can we do this more next season? The next game we had was at home against Real Ave. Inside 9 minutes, we're 1-0 up, and it was the only goal of the game. And Tunis finds Ventura, who has a very good header, a very simple header. He's onside, and we win 1-0. And despite the fact that Real Ave tried to come back, we kind of felt like the better team in this match, so a very well-deserved win. I think they beat us last time. Did they beat us last time? I don't think they did, but we won, and that's the important part. We then took a Martimo at their ground, and we took the lead inside 13 minutes. And Tunis finds Quintinero, who scores. Keeper doesn't get there. Striker does instead. We lead. We then concede from this free kick in the 51st minute of the game. Morin with the finish, but we then go back in front. 68 minutes in, 67 minutes in. Nye Hughes finds Quintinero, and first assist for the left back, and Quintino scores again. We then, you see the penalty in the 95th minute of the game. Our player got sent off doing it, and Santos scores. So, yeah. Jafino got injured in this, so I had to bring on Fortes. Fortes got a second yellow card after giving away a penalty late on, which gave them the chance to get the equalising goal. So, a little heartbreaking to say the least. However, what this has done for us is actually left us in the top half, and we're in 9th place. 3 points clear Real Ave and Maritimo, who have beaten us once, so that's why I'm a little concerned. And results between teams do matter in this division, so we'll be behind Maritimo, but ahead of Real Ave. No, we would be, we'll be equal with Real Ave, so we'll probably be bottom of the group actually, but we're looking good. And we are 14 points clear of the relegation playoffs, 15 points clear of the relegation zone, and I've got to be honest with you, I'm starting to think we could be safe, which sounds very, very stupid when I say that out loud, but we only need 4 more wins, and we're effectively safe mathematically, I think, at least in past relegation fights. The most I've seen getting relegated in the relegation playoffs is 36 points, so 3 more wins and we get past that, so that's what I'm looking for. We're not going to do it in this game though, because our next match is against Porto, who are one of 4 teams looking to win the title this year. If we stop Porto from winning, then we might consider that a good success. Sporting Club de Portugal just lost to Passos Ferreira, but then destroyed Tondela 4-1. If we win, which is not going to happen, so I'm just going to say this here now, if we win, we have a chance to get into the fight for European places, which is more... I can't believe I'm either fighting for top half or European places this year. That's my fight, not the relegation fight. It's weird to say the least, but what can you do? Still, we're taking on Porto. Firenze just beat Portimonense, which is why the gap is actually not bigger. It was bigger earlier, so our gap to the relegation zone was bigger before that victory, so there you go. I think we have a chance to cause a few issues. We've not really done well when we went positive, but I'm still sticking with positive anyway because it confuses people for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. Either way, this is our lineup for today. Herrera is in goal. He's our highest paid player. He's actually being paid 20% of our wages right now, which might sound stupid, but when you realize he's a good player for this division now, it's not as stupid as you think. Gullian starts in this match because Chifino's suspended, which is not ideal. He does have the long throw weapons, so maybe we can use that. Laska starts as the centre-back. He is kind of, you know, the best defender now at the club, which is very useful. Estevao is now the second centre-back. He's playing the ball-playing defender. He's only 5'9", but he's got ability, and I think we can use his ability to really cement our defensive partnership. Rafael Suna starts left back. He's still a bit of an idiot, but we're trying to make sure he's better than a normal idiot. Fernando Alvarez is the Mazzana. He's actually got a new deal. He's been paid £200 more, but we've got a lot of new deals sorted out for the club, which is very useful. Luis Santos is getting better, and I'm starting to think he is going to show that potential that he means business, which is very useful indeed. I'm happy he's developing. Victor Ventura is now considered the second best player at the club, worth between 24 to 30 million. He will sign his professional deal in the summer. I am scared to see what that will do for him, but hopefully he's going to be amazing. Odai Tunis is the left winger, and he is very good. He's actually becoming even better, surprisingly, as now considered good enough for this division, which is very strange to say the least. Will Pope starts as the deep line forward. He's not done well lately, but he is still producing some good performances. But Raul Quintanero has started to show the form he's shown throughout the last couple of years and could be on the verge of getting double figures in the league again. In fact, he's got 8 goals in the league now, so he's only 2 goals away from double figures, which tells me he could be good. We're going to play this team, we're going to do this well, and hopefully get all 3 points. I doubt it'll happen, but it's a dream, right? Let's do this. You know, this might be very boring. We've had no highlights in the first half, but if we survive and get a point against Porto and add them to our scalps of teams we're taking points of in the big teams list, then I will take this 100%. Give me an extra point. I will 100% enjoy it. They got a corner. This is the first time we've seen in this game, and it's over the bar. A chance. They got a free kick. We've actually had more chance in this half already, and they've had a goal, maybe, and yes, it's in. Derek, I actually praised him before, but Pereira's made a mistake, and it's his first mistake I've really seen him make this season, which is not ideal. We were the better, well, they were the better team, but we were definitely doing well. If Pereira's not gone for this, he might have got there, but I don't know. He might have saved it. It's annoying. Okay, so last chance to really do anything from this, and they scored again. Set pieces have just been the downfall for us in this game, unfortunately. And it's the man I was concerned was going to do well against us, and he's done it. So that's annoying. 2-0 Porto, and he was just unmarked. No one's marking him. I don't know why he was unmarked, but whatever. Yeah, not ideal that we lost this game, but we weren't expected to do much. And Porto being Porto, really, they were the better team. I mean, it doesn't really make a huge difference, to be completely honest with you. We're still very much in the top half team. We're very much looking to avoid relegation, and we were never really going to try and do anything amazing this year. But if we can still fight for a top half finish, then I'll take that as a very successful season, really. Pope's got a goal drought. There's actually one more thing. I forgot to mention this before, but we've got a new affiliate. Allow me to introduce you to my new affiliate, Concordia Girona. I'm probably saying this wrong, but they are a Romanian second-tier team who we have actually recently negotiated an opportunity where they can send academy players to train with us to gain experience, and we may benefit from some of these players coming through our youth team ranks. So our youth intakes could see some Romanians very soon. And here's the kicker: we're paying nothing to them for the affiliation. I don't know how we done this or how we pull this off. My board have done a very good job of pulling this off, and I'm excited for this. And the reason I'm so excited for this particular link is their facilities. They have average training facilities, good youth facilities, good academy coaching, and exceptional youth recruitment. We have struck gold with this affiliate, and I could not be happier. So I'll leave it with that. What I'm going to do, though, is end this here. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves. I hope you guys will like and share this video. And that you subscribe to the channel. It really does help me out a lot. Also, our finances look a lot better. They're actually 300,000 in the red before this game started. It's now gone down to 104,000. We made a lot of money from this game. And our finances going forward will definitely be in the black. So that's exciting, isn't it? 25,335 people turned up for the match. But either way, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.